So, it finally happened. The timeline placement for Breath of the Wild has been revealed. Now, I've never actually covered timeline theories or videos on my channel, but today I'm going to go into the timeline placement for Breath of the Wild, and what it could potentially mean for future games in the franchise. This news comes from an interview between Famitsu magazine and Zelda series producer Eiji Aonuma and Breath of the Wild director Fujibayashi. So, the interview was about the new version of the Zelda Timeline that is now available to see on the Japanese Zelda series portal, and Breath of the Wild was placed at the very end of the timeline. However, not connected to any of the three existing timelines. Breath of the Wild has been placed separately at the end of the timeline. So, in the interview, they were asked what changes this meant to the timeline, and Eiji Aonuma replied with, "Well, of course it's at the very end, but I get what you're asking. Which timeline is it the end of?" Followed by Fujibayashi saying, "That's up to the player's imagination, isn't it?" After that, Aonuma talked about how the history of Hyrule changes with time, and they do actually think about how well games might fit or not fit in the timeline, along with explaining the decided history of Hyrule has actually been tweaked and changed many times over the years. Then Fujibayashi talks about how they don't exactly change anything, and more so new information just comes to light. Famitsu magazine then did ask if the lore of Breath of the Wild is still up for academic debate, which Fujibayashi replied with, "That's why you should pay attention to our future studies as well. Please look forward to it." Well, I guess that kind of answers countless theories, either proving them wrong or proving them right. But theories aside, it's got me thinking about how this could set up for future installments to the franchise, and how those games will find a place within the Zelda timeline. It is known that the Zelda team don't really think about the timeline placement until the game is finished, as that's not their focus when creating the games, but the games still eventually get placed in the timeline. For the next Zelda title, whenever it may be, it's going to be very interesting to see where exactly in the timeline it's placed, now that we know where Breath of the Wild is placed within the timeline. We could potentially see a game that would alter the three current timelines, or perhaps it would be somewhere between the three timelines and Breath of the Wild, or maybe even after Breath of the Wild, but for now, we can only wait and see. Thank you so much everyone for checking out the video, I really appreciate it, as this is really exciting news for anyone interested in Zelda lore or theories. I'm interested to know your thoughts on the newly revealed placement of Breath of the Wild, and if you ever predicted this placement correctly. If you haven't already hopped in the Discord server, make sure to join through the link below. Again, thanks for watching everyone, and until the next time, I've been Hyrule Gamer.